Hey, welcome back. In this tutorial, we are now first looking at our first application integration with Python and GPT-3. And let's actually get started with this. So we will need two basic things. So one is we do need a playground, which is if you log into here, there is some beta.openai.com. There is something called playground. So we will be using this, and apart from this we also need API key. So I would be deleting all the old API keys, and we will also create a new API key here, and we'll copy paste it here, and I'll tell you where we need it. And after we do that, so let's actually take some review here. Okay, so let's go here and let's basically say auto response generator. Okay, right, so let's call this auto response generator, and let's basically say uh, review reply. And for the review, this is basically what our value is. And let's actually say this one. Yeah, it generated some review, and now we have to go here, paste, copy this, and let's actually do this here. uh, we have it, and we already got the open API key, so I'm not going in for the secure way. Here we are just trying to build our first application, and this API key won't be around for a longer time too, so this is something I don't need for now. So, and here I would be writing a function here, so we'll be passing reviews as a string, and let's say the reply will be dynamic. So that's a hard coded value we had tested for an example, so I don't think I need it. Yes, so I've removed that here, and now let's actually call something. So then we need import Streamlit as st, and the Streamlit part, the first thing we need is a header. So we will be calling this, you can call it anything, this is what I'm calling it, auto response generator to any review. And on top of it, we need something to accept review from the user dynamically, because we don't want hard coded values. That's why I made it reviews here. If you want hard coded, then you can type it here. And we'll also have a button, and we also need a function here, and let's call it gen auto response. And what's the input we needed here? Whatever we have listed here. So we do need reviews here, and after we do this, uh, so first we won't return anything, so let's actually just print the response to see what it would look like. Then I'll tell you how we can do it, or let me do this. Return response dot choices of 0 dot text, and when we see the JSON you will actually understand what this is. So we will get a JSON as a response in response, and when we actually do this, it's a lot clear. So if reviews and button, so if both are enabled, then what do we need to do? So we will have something called with. So you can print any message here. So this is when the model is generating data, how long it would take. So during the duration, if you want any, so it would just rotate around, showing to the user data is being generated. You should have seen it in multiple other stuff, in multiple other programs where you have done it. And let's actually call this function now, and that's it. And at the end of this, or we can just do it within st.reply of st.write of reply. And once you do this, okay, so I think I already have this program running, but let me, okay, I disabled it, and let's run this program again. Yeah, we will look at more use cases for GPT, where all we can use it. uh, okay. Yes, so I have to have it here, so now it should work. Cool. So our program is now working. So let's go back to any review we had. I don't think it understands other language. So let me go to some random review, to some smartphone, and let's read some review. Before that, let's try a restaurant review here. This is too big, so I won't be copy pasting that, because I think we have, I'm looking for a relatively small review here. Okay, yeah, let's try this to see if this would work. So you actually got the response here. And to make it much more, I don't think that's needed, because this looks like not so pretty. So let's take this out. And okay, let's look at another review to see. Let's look at some negative reviews for a restaurant, right? Okay, so let's try another positive review here. uh, yeah, so we got the right review. And let's also go back to some Amazon reviews, and let me show you one thing here. Okay, yeah, this looks like a bad review. So I'm trying to find a restaurant with some pretty bad or average reviews. Okay, so let me do this. Google review bad for restaurants. So let's look at some review here. Mm, is there an example? It's hard to find a bad review. Okay, so yeah, let me do some headphones here. uh, Under 25, so there has to be some bad headphones. mm, yeah, I think the sentiment works on anything, so it's not just this one. Okay. ah Found some review with average words. So let's see. Thank you for your review, we appreciate it. Okay, and that's it. So basically you can do response generate. And how this is helpful, uh, that's totally up to you. Where do you want to use this application? So we are just showing the power of GPT-2, which we looked at the previous ones. We will look at more such applications on how to integrate it. And I would be deleting this API. And if you want access to this code, I will upload it in GitHub and share it with you for your application. And thank you for joining.